So after a good rest at Beit al-Wali from our adventure of getting over the border, we're all ready to head out and check out the nightlife of old Damascus. And first we'll start by walking down some streets and just enjoying the sights. The new visitors are always oohs and ahs, big eyes, looking at the beauty of the old city, people watching and just enjoying the smells and the sounds and soaking up the atmosphere of old Damascus. But everybody's hungry, so we're going to head to my favorite cafe. Again, one of many. There are just so many wonderful cafes there and restaurants. But this one is called Haretna, and it means the neighborhood. You have to walk down a few narrow alleyways to get it, and you can see the alleyway in the picture and go through the door, and you know, you're just kind of coming home. We have a wonderful meal there. Smoke some shisha if you want, which is a flavored tobacco. I don't think the cafes are allowed to serve the shisha or argili now because of COVID, but in those days the air would be pretty thick with the vapor and cigarette smoke and things like that. But it's a high ceiling, so it's not really bothersome to most people. After dinner, probably head either to somewhere where there's some live music or entertainment going. The traditional music of the oud, which is like the guitar that you see in this video. Or maybe we'll see a Sufi dancer, one of the whirling dervishes, as many people know them by, which is quite a mesmerizing experience to watch those guys. And then afterwards, we might head to another cafe for some coffee or some treats. And oftentimes, you know, the families will be out and about and doing their celebrations, like a wedding or an engagement or birthday or something like that, and people will be up dancing. After we leave there and wander around some more, because people are active until, you know, about 1 o'clock, 1 a.m., sometimes 2 a.m. I think in other times, or in the summertime, maybe even out till later. Everybody has their own way of wanting to end the evening. Some people want to go have some hot chocolate. Some people want to have a croissant at the very famous croissant bakery there in the old city. Croissants are amazing. Some people are hungry and just wanting some shawarma. But a lot of folks in the old town, they want to drink, or they want to go to a bar, whether they drink alcohol or they're drinking coffee or tea or what have you. And bars are plentiful in the old city. There are many little hole in the walls, and also big nightclubs and outdoor places, things like that. Most of them have these funny little signs they put out. Not most of them, but a lot of them. And they're just great watering holes, if you will. One of my favorite times was going to see this karaoke bar with a dear friend of mine and watching the Syrians sing karaoke to, you know, just Western pop and rock songs while we were downing these flaming B-52s. It was a memorable night and great fun. And, you know, I think the most popular song of the night, there was all this, you know, just classic rock and roll and modern pop and everything, but was Frank Sinatra singing My Way, and the entire place was just singing at the top of their lungs, and it just seemed like such a fitting song for the Syrian people themselves, who have gone through this crisis, continue to go through tough times, and they do it their way. And it's the spirit of resilience, of endurance, of patience, of sometimes, just crying out and screaming out, but also a lot of humor and just buckling down and getting through it. And it's this spirit that so many of us have come to not just appreciate but admire. It inspires us all to be stronger and more I don't know how to explain it, to just deal with the realities of life while still enjoying life to the greatest extent possible. At the very end of the evening, maybe we'll head to my friend Mustafa Ali, who's a rather bohemian artist, philosopher, wonderful, great guy, and often at his gallery he'll have local bands there playing. It's mostly the students, the university kids there, and it's a great way to end the evening. So this is just a little glimpse of what life is like on a good night in the old city of Damascus, a time of just relaxing, enjoying, and getting ready for big days ahead of sightseeing in the great capital city, Damascus, which is the oldest continuously inhabited capital city in the world. Have a good night, friends, and I'll see you tomorrow with some more sights of Damascus. Thanks.